There are three things you can do this week that will keep ticks out of your backyard, away from your garden paths, off your pets, and off your family. The cheapest one costs under $5. The most permanent one costs almost nothing if you source it right. And by the end of this video, you'll have a system that protects your entire outdoor space for a fraction of what pest control companies charge. But first, you need to understand why ticks have become so much worse, because most people are completely underestimating the problem right now. Tick populations across the United States are at their highest recorded levels. Lyme disease cases have tripled in the last 20 years, and there's a condition most people have never heard of, alpha-gal syndrome, where a single tick bite triggers a permanent allergy to red meat. Not temporary, permanent. One bite. No more beef, pork, or lamb for the rest of your life. The CDC has recorded tens of thousands of confirmed cases and estimates the actual number is significantly higher because it's frequently misdiagnosed. Here's what most people get wrong about where ticks actually live. They don't live in the middle of your lawn. They don't sit in open grass waiting for you. They live at the edges, the transition zones that every backyard has and most gardeners completely ignore. The fence line where your lawn meets the neighbor's property, the border where your garden bed meets the grass, the leaf litter behind your shed, the woodpile in the corner, the strip where your mowed area ends and anything wilder begins. That's where 90% of tick exposure happens. Mowing your lawn, as satisfying as it looks, does almost nothing for tick populations. A single female tick lays between 1,000 and 3,000 eggs at once, not a few dozen, 3,000 from one tick. That's how a yard goes from manageable to genuinely infested in a single season. And those eggs hatch into nymphs, the smallest stage, barely visible, the most dangerous stage because people don't feel them attaching. Most Lyme disease transmission happens at the nymph stage, not from the big ticks you can see and pull off, from the tiny ones you never even notice. Most people's response to ticks is either to buy expensive spray-on repellents or call a pest control company. The professional treatments work for about 3 to 4 weeks. Then the ticks are back and you're back to paying. The average homeowner spending on professional tick control runs between $300 and $600 per season, every season, for a problem that never fully goes away because the underlying conditions never change. There's a better approach, and it starts with something sitting in nature that ticks have been avoiding for longer than pest control companies have existed. There's a tree that ticks actively avoid, not just dislike, actively avoid crossing. The oils in this tree's wood contain compounds that disrupt tick biology at the cellular level. They interfere with the tick's ability to regulate moisture internally, causing rapid dehydration. And here's what makes this particularly useful. The effect doesn't require direct contact the way most chemical sprays do. The volatile compounds evaporate from the wood surface and create an airborne zone that ticks detect and turn away from. Research published in the Journal of Medical Entomology confirmed this mechanism against tick larvae and nymphs specifically, not general insects, ticks. That tree is western red cedar. And before you think this is some obscure specialty product, cedar chips and cedar oil are available at virtually every hardware store, feed store, and landscape supplier in the country. Most people walk past it every time they go to buy mulch. The difference between regular mulch and cedar is that cedar is the only common mulch material with documented tick-repelling properties. Pine bark? Nothing. Hardwood blend? Nothing. Cypress? Minimal. Western red cedar? Measurable, documented, consistent. First solution is the spray. This is the fastest to implement and the one that starts working immediately. Buy cedar oil concentrate, not diluted pre-mixed spray, the concentrate. It's available at farm supply stores and online. Mix 1 ounce of concentrate per gallon of water. Add a few drops of regular dish soap to help the oil mix with the water. Without it, the oil separates. Shake before each use. That's your tick spray. Per gallon, you're spending under $2. The commercial branded equivalent costs $30 to $40 for the same coverage area. Where to spray? Not the middle of your lawn, the perimeter. Every transition zone in your backyard. The fence line, the edge where your garden beds meet the grass, the border of any mulched area, around your woodpile if you have one, along the base of sheds and outbuildings. The path edges where foot traffic brings you close to vegetation. These are the same zones where ticks concentrate, and hitting them with cedar oil disrupts the habitat before ticks establish. Spray every 2 to 3 weeks during tick season. After heavy rain, reapply within a day or two. One mistake here that cuts effectiveness by half. Spraying when rain is forecast within 24 hours. Cedar oil bonds to vegetation and soil as it dries. Rain within a day of application washes most of it off before it has time to set. Check the forecast before you spray. 2 dry days ahead? Spray. Rain tomorrow? Wait. That one habit makes each application last significantly longer and stretches your seasonal cost even further. Second solution, the personal spray. $4. Cedar essential oil, available at health stores, craft stores, and online, mixed with water in a small spray bottle. 8 to 10 drops per cup of water. Shake before use. This is your on-person tick repellent for working in the garden, mowing near perimeter zones, hiking, or any outdoor activity in tick habitat. Spray on pant legs, boot tops, and shirt cuffs, the entry points ticks use to reach skin. Works on your dogs, too. A light misting on their coat before they go out provides coverage that lasts a few hours. The duct tape sweep. This is the one most people dismiss until they try it once. After spending time in your garden or yard, especially near perimeter zones and beds, wrap a piece of duct tape around your hand sticky side out and run it along your pant legs, socks, and shirt cuffs. Any tick that transferred to your clothing but hasn't attached yet gets lifted off. Ticks typically take 30 minutes to several hours to find an attachment site after landing on clothing. The duct tape sweep catches them in that window. Costs 3 cents, takes 45 seconds, has probably prevented more tick bites than any other method on this list. Third solution, the one that changes the long-term picture. While the spray and personal repellent handle immediate exposure, there's a structural fix that works all the clock without you doing anything. A 3-foot-wide strip of western cedar chips laid along your property perimeter creates a physical and chemical barrier that ticks actively avoid crossing. The chips continuously off-gas those same cedarol compounds from their surface. Ticks approaching your yard detect the barrier and turn back. It's not a one-time treatment that wears off in 3 weeks. It keeps working as long as the chips are present. How to source cedar chips cheaply or free. Call local arborists and tree services. Ask specifically for western cedar chips, not pine, not mixed hardwood, not generic mulch, or cedar-scented blends. The species matters because the oil concentration varies dramatically between cedar species and diluted blends. Many arborists remove western cedar trees and have chips to dispose of. Some will deliver free or for a minimal fee. Landscape suppliers sell it by the cubic yard. 1 cubic yard covers roughly 100 square feet at 3-inch depth, more than enough for most residential perimeter installations. Now for installation. Clear the perimeter edge down to bare soil. Lay landscape fabric if you want to suppress weeds, not required but reduces maintenance. Spread cedar chips 3 to 4 inches deep across a 3-foot-wide strip along your entire property boundary. Focus especially in the zones most used, around garden beds, near the shed, along paths that run close to the fence line. The barrier needs to stay relatively dry to maintain maximum oil concentration. Compressed wet chips break down faster and lose potency. Refresh the top inch annually as the surface weathers. The mistake that kills cedar barrier effectiveness. Using anything other than pure western red cedar. Cedar-scented mulch blends, mixed hardwood with cedar fragrance added, pine and cedar combinations. These products smell like cedar but contain such a diluted concentration of actual cedral compounds that they fall well below the threshold needed to affect tick behavior. The smell is not the mechanism. The chemical concentration is. A bag that smells strongly like cedar but contains mostly pine bark does almost nothing. Read the ingredients. If it says anything other than western red cedar, put it back. The combined system. Cedar-chip perimeter barrier as the permanent structural foundation. Cedar oil concentrate spray on the barrier and transition zones every 2 to 3 weeks through tick season to maintain chemical concentration as the chips age. DIY cedar oil personal spray on clothing before garden work and outdoor activity. Duct tape sweep post-exposure. Run all 4 together and you've built a layered backyard defense that addresses ticks at the property boundary, at the personal exposure level, and after the fact. The total seasonal cost of all 4 methods combined? Under $50, less than a single professional application. One more addition worth mentioning if you're already keeping backyard poultry. Guinea fowl are extraordinary tick hunters. A small flock of 5 to 6 birds systematically works through a backyard and dramatically reduces tick populations within a single season. They cover ground that the cedar barrier doesn't, the interior zones where ticks might penetrate or get carried in by wildlife. Combined with the cedar perimeter system, you're running two complementary defenses simultaneously. The barrier stops entry, the birds clean up anything that gets through. Drop a comment with your state and your tick pressure level. Tick exposure varies dramatically between the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, the Southeast, and the Pacific Northwest, and I want to know what people are dealing with in different regions. What's working? What isn't? And if protecting your outdoor space from more than just ticks interests you, I've got a video on the Osage Orange stake system that creates a natural invisible pest barrier around your entire garden, free from a tree you can find in most parts of the US. Same principle as cedar. Nature already built the solution.